Hello and welcome to the Climbing Daily Friday Gear Show. Now, most of us use our climbing gear for recreational purposes, whether that's weekend warriors, training machines, or just down the climbing wall with your friends. But if you're a pro, then gear takes on a different significance. It can mean the difference between sending or falling, or if you're a comp climber, getting a place on the podium or being placed down the order. Today we take a look at up-and-coming pro climber and EpicTV athlete Beatrice Colli. We look at her climbing shoes and why, with the help of Vibram, she has to make certain modifications. But first of all, let me introduce you to Beatrice. Beatrice is a 16-year-old Italian climber competing in IFSC and international competitions. Although her specialism is speed climbing, she trains all three Olympic disciplines, and training, well, she takes that pretty seriously.
Hi, I'm Beatrice and I'm a climber. I compete in speed, boulder and lead, also for the IFC. I train hard every day to reach my achievement and my big achievement is the Olympics 2024.
Now this is a gear show, so we're interested in what she wears on her feet. Now, as a sponsored athlete, she has to use climbing shoes with Vibram soles, but of course that gives her a vast range to choose from. So why does she choose a certain brand, and what makes that special?
My sponsor is Vibram, so I take the shoes from them. At first I used to use La Sportiva. I don't know exactly the reason why. After when I saw that all the climbers used to use La Scarpa, Drago, I started using them and I feel good.
With climbing shoes, fit is important, and we've done loads of shows looking at how to get the correct fit. Generally, your toes need to be crimped up in the end, there should be no dead spots, and your heel should fill the heel cup. Now that's great in concept, but what happens if your feet don't play ball? Beatrice has Haglons Disease. Now this is a syndrome that affects the bones of the heel and makes climbing shoe fit very difficult.
Ogni giorno Bea deve combattere contro il morbo di Haglund, questo problema ai talloni, per cui gli allenamenti gioco-forza sono condizionati tanto dal fatto che lei non può indossare le normali scarpette in ogni allenamento.
Adesso sta quasi passando, credo, come al solito, cioè va e viene.
I have a genetic predisposition on my heel, which is named Haglons Disease. It consists in a protuberance of the heel bone, which became inflamed and caused me pain. For this reason, I can't wear the normal shoes because they put on me a lot of pressure, and I can't climb and I can't wear them for a long time. I made a lot of testing and we managed to find a solution which consisted in replace the ordinary rubber of the normal shoes with an elastic. The advantage is having less pressure putting on my heel. But that's not all, because with the elastic I couldn't climb well because I couldn't put my heel on the wall. There was the risk to break the elastic. So we replaced the elastic with a rubber but not the ordinary rubber of the normal shoes. The advantage is having less pressure.
When we think of big brands, we tend to see them as faceless corporations, huge machines churning out products. And in fact, we visited the Vibram factory to see this in action. It's always nice when a company steps back and takes a personal interest in one of those athletes. And that's what Vibram have done with Beatrice. So we caught up with a Vibram representative to find out how they've modified her shoes.
I'm Nicola Facinetto from Sport Innovation Marketing of Vibram. Sport Innovation Marketing is the part of the marketing where we work with the athletes to develop, to innovate our products. So it means that they test a new solution, new materials, and they give us feedback that we use for developing phase. We are sponsor of different athletes. We're sponsor of Beatrice Colli, and unfortunately she has a problem that is pretty common in young climbers, and that produces an inflammation of the heel. This is a rubber band that on the shoes create the tension on the shoes when is loaded, because when the shoe is bended, it creates a tension that pull against the climbing wall. So we had to cut all the part behind, reducing the performance of the shoe, but anyway permitting her to continue to perform and to train. And we have seen that she had already good result, and we are happy because in this way we can support our athletes and permit them to follow their goals, their dreams.
When you're competing against the best in the world, getting that perfect gear setup is vital, especially when you have Olympic aspirations. Having the right fitting climbing shoes is something you don't want to think about when you're training as hard as she does.
Thanks to this shoe modification, I have been climbing for 2 years and now I can train myself harder and longer, also to reach my achievement, like participate to the Olympics 2024, but also to take all the other competition during this month, like all the Speed European Cup and also Boulder European Cups.
Hopefully you've enjoyed that geeky little look at climbing shoes and how they can be modified to fit an athlete's needs. We of course wish Beatrice best of luck with the upcoming season, and if you want to follow her on her social media channels, there's links down below and links to all the shoes we've chatted about today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.